I love my wife so much, but she keeps breaking her promises. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. 27M, ended our 27F, 6-year relationship after discovering years of cheating. How can I feel better again? Yesterday I ended a relationship of 6 years with the woman I live with and was ready to marry. Needless to say, I am devastated. I discovered her affair with an ex this week. We talked it through for hours. She explained herself. She promised she would continue to work on these parts of herself in therapy. She told me she would disclose everything. She told me she would spend the rest of her life trying to earn back my trust. For a short time, I was willing to work on it. I knew she loved me, and that gave me a tiny sliver of hope. After a couple days of reflection, and a gut feeling that there were some things I needed to look into, I discovered that there were others. She was emotionally involved with someone as recently as this week. That was all I needed to know. I ended it as soon as she got home. Even then, with nothing at stake, she could not own up to what she had done. She says she did not want to hurt me, and that she was willing to keep up the lie to save any chance at our future together, and that killed me. I feel like shit, but I know I made the right decision for both of us. I feel genuine sympathy for her. She says the infidelity stemmed from her own trauma as a victim of sexual assault. She says she thought she could keep it separate from our relationship. She says she always loved me most, that I was the only person she could see a future with, and I kinda believe that. I wish I could ease her pain, but I know that is something she has to do herself. Today and the days to come, I am focusing on loving myself. I do not feel responsible for what happened. I know I did the right thing, and I know I deserve better. It's hard to eat, focus at work, and do much of anything that makes me feel like a person again, but I am working hard at it. I have already reached out to friends and family, but I am looking for any and all encouragement and tips I can get that might help me bounce back from this. What worked for you? What did not? What are some things I may not be seeing right now? Story 2, my ex-BF had 2 girlfriends for almost 5 years. Sorry, long post, my BF, well ex now, just rammed my door down while I tried to talk to him through a chain on the door. He kept coming to my house and banging on my door. He shoved my middle-aged mother around and abused me while she was sandwiched between the two of us trying to protect me. He pushed us into our tub and broke our shower curtain rod. I'm so happy I broke my mom's fall. This is all because I caught him cheating. We were in a relationship for almost 5 years, and he was in another relationship with another girl for around the same amount of time. The girl and I were just bonding over the cheating and filling in missing pieces. He went all rabid animal mad while this was taking place behind my locked door. He lived a double life and probably felt backed in a corner when the truth was revealed. All he had to say about the other girl was that I was disrespectful for texting her. I'm insecure, weak, I do not pay his bills, and I do not do shit for him, which is a lie. I have given him hundreds when he was down, even a K once to help him drive off the lot with the Benz that he can barely afford. I have bought him clothes and shoes as well. I received expensive gifts too. Even if I never did these things, that's not an acceptable reason to cheat. That was definitely a narcissist response. He was so mad, he strangled me unconscious. He is so fucking mad that both his girls know about each other. He broke multiple things in my house from him pushing us into stuff. Ultimately, my stepdad, who also has cancer, called the police. He would have never left if we didn't. All 3 of us tried to take him down, and it was like trying to tame a bull. He even started fighting with the police when they arrived. I begged him to stop resisting the police because they have guns. I was scared for him even after all that he did to me. But yup, that's my punishment for staying after ignoring signs and my intuition. Even my vag told me he was up to no good. I survived being in a relationship with an abusive, cheating, and narcissistic man. He told me he was coming back to finish with me. He knows my whole life schedule. I'm scared for my safety. I'm scared he'll just sneak me on my way out of my building. I leave for work at 5:30 in the morning. It's dark outside. No one will hear my screams when he plunges a knife into my neck repeatedly, causing his life to crumble to shit. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Hello friend, very similar story here. Dated for 6 years, married, and not a year into the marriage I caught her in an affair. Tried to work through it and found other past affairs. She says she didn't want to hurt me, and that she was willing to keep up the lie to save any chance at our future together. She even used the same line on me. I was 34 and completely devastated. Listen. Things are going to get better, a lot better. It's going to take time, and you are going to have to do some work on yourself, when you're ready. You, like me, are actually going to grow from this. I know this might fall on deaf ears because of how turbulent everything is right now, but maybe you can mark this and read it again in the future. You are going to grow stronger from this because the sheer act of going though this is going to make you tough, the same way muscles grow stronger when you break them down by lifting weights. You may not see it now, but these people are manipulative and abusive. You will not recognize that until you meet an actual good woman, what you thought your ex was but never was. These people blind you and make you think their everyday behavior is normal. It's not. You will see, it will open your eyes. You are going to look back one day, with a real woman, and consider this the best thing that could have happened to you, because if it didn't you might still be with that miserable, lying, betraying, weak, selfish excuse for a human being. It may feel like it now, I know it does, but this is not a death sentence, it's quite the opposite. You've just been sentenced to truly live your full life. They always prevaricate and lie. Then they lie again and again and again. There's always a reason. Difficulty in childhood, depression, you not being there or supportive enough, because you were busy working your ass off. It's never their fault. Why don't they just admit it? They want other dicks. They want the attention, the admiration, the BJs, the fingering, the wild, secret sex. They will make you feel that it's your fault. Feel better off because you have got yourself out of a relationship which was going to drag you down. You got out in the nick of time. You're not married to her. You don't have children together. This could have been so much worse. Feel better off because today is the first day of the rest of your life. It may feel like shit now, but it will get better and better and better. Good luck. Sexual assault survivor here, there's no excuse for cheating. I understand the temptation to provide yourself with an easy answer for the why part of the cheating discovery, but I urge you not to internalize that reasoning. It's simply not true. Your ex may be both an assault survivor and a cheater, but one didn't follow from the other. I'm sorry you're going through this. Time. Space. Therapy. Goals. It's going to take time. There's no way around that, so have patience with yourself. Space from her family/friends, reminders of her, etc. No contact is what I had to do, and I really think it takes longer to heal the longer they are a presence in your life. Find a therapist that's a good fit. They aren't there to tell you what to do, and there's nothing wrong with someone for going to therapy. You're going through a lot and have some complicated emotions and stresses going on. Therapy helps you work through things faster, learn healthy habits for dealing with the situation, direct your focus to what you want, etc. Make small goals for the future and then let them get bigger. They can be anything. One of mine was I want to leave the house on Saturday, even if I walk around doing nothing. It felt good to meet that goal and to be thinking forward instead of constantly dwelling on what happened. Then after a while one goal became, I don't want to be angry anymore. Which took a long time to accomplish, but felt so significant when it did. Start small. I want to go to the gym this week, or I want to get coffee with an old friend, or I want to find a new podcast I like. It can be anything. But things that make you feel good are usually best. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.